Greetings, coffee lovers of the Myriad Meeples YouTube channel. Today we are doing a twofer. We are looking at two games. Both of them come to us from 25th Century Games. We have Splito, Share Everything But the Victory, and Fika, the Clever Coffee Break. I thought these would be good together because you can, share everything. You can share your coffee break. You can split the bill at a coffee break. Alright, so let's first look at Fika, the Clever Coffee Break. Here is your artist and your designer. 3.5 on complexity, 4.5 on interaction, 2.5 on luck. In this fast-paced tactical card game, two players run competing cafes, plan ahead, react, and make changes to your opponent's display at just the right moment. Your tactics will decide who wins. It's a two-player only. 10 and up, 20 minutes, contents is 30 cards, 3 suit tokens, and a rule book. And boop. Alright, so our rule book is one of these fold out ones. So there's your credits, the components, the introduction, the cafe card layout, there's the back, here's the setup, there's how to set it up, game overview, how to play, example of play, scoring, and then cafe cards reference. Alright, so we have 4 little sticker guys. I haven't used these yet, and I'll tell you what they're for in a couple minutes. Here are those suit tokens. Let's try and get this bad boy open so I can show you them up close and impersonal like. So there's the tokens. So these are the 3 suits. So what happens is at the beginning of a round, you play 2 or 3 rounds. One person chooses a suit to break ties. Next person chooses another one. And then you have the third one. So they're stacked like this. So then if you guys play the same card number, you consult this, so whoever played green would play first, and then brown, or pink. Next up, we have the player aids. So I thought this was pretty neat, so even though it's a 2-player game, they gave you 4 player aids. Why? Because you have 1, 2, 3 on the one side, 4, 5, 6 on the other, so you can just have it face up in front of you like that, so you don't have to keep flipping the card over. So again, player aids. You have these tip cards. These basically are what you're playing for each round. First person to get 2 of these wins the game. Now you have the street cards. You're a cafe on a city street, and so you're putting your cards on either side of the street. And this is what these stickers are for. They give it to you if you want to sticker the street together. See, does it work better this way? Street. There we go. So yes, like I said, you'll be playing your cards. One person on one side, one person on the other, and then you're scoring them. Let's get those street cards thrown to the side. Alright, so here are the cafe cards. So you will have 2 of these face down like this off to the side of the board, and you can put them on the cafe, and this is groups. If this side is pointing towards you, you're going to double the points from that card. If this side is pointing towards you, you're going to triple that. Alright, I'm going to show you all the cards. Just know all the numbers do the same thing. So there's 3 ones. They do the same thing. So the art is really tantalizing. Makes you get really hungry looking at it. So this is the number of the card. This top part is the ability that happens right when you play the card, and then the bottom is how it scores. So like this one lets you swap 1 card from any cafe with 1 card from the general supply, and this is going to give you 5 points if you have 2 of the same number next to each other. So I'm not going to go through every card and its power and its scoring, but I will show you them all so you can just see how delicious this all looks. Peppermint tea. I like peppermint tea. Mocha. Oh, that really made the bride hungry. And so did that one. Alright, so that was Fika, the clever coffee break game. I will be right back to open up and show you Splito. Alright, so now here we do have Splito. Here is designer artist, if it focuses. Alrighty. Fun, up to 8 players simultaneously. Dynamic, simple rules and quick game. Strategic, tough decisions with each turn. Each round, place a card between you and one of the players on either side of you. Help each other meet the objectives, but make sure you're the winner. So there's rules of the game. There's how to play. Objective. The setup. The game rounds. End of game. Additional information. Those are the types of objectives. And then here's an example of a final score. Here's a score pad to help you. You put the score between the two players, and then how this game works is you take score on your right, score on your left, multiply them, that's your score, high score wins. This has pretty cool sized cards. They got like the long thin ones. Alright, so first we're going to grab these. So you'll notice these have a sun and or a star and a moon on the bottom. At the beginning of the game, you're going to randomly grab one moon and one star, put them in the middle. Those are the common objectives. The diamonds up here are how many points they are, and this is a strict majority of that one. So there's the common objectives. This here is the 2-player variant rules. Basically, you are going to be dealing out a 4-player game, and then between the two of you, drafting all the cards, so it lasts twice as many rounds as a normal one. And that shows you how to set it up. Next up, you have this large stack of cards here. I just put those on upside down, didn't I? And boop. This large stack of cards, and they have the various numbers and objectives in them. So as you see, these are colored, but also have a different pattern to help with color blindness. You have a bunch of card numbers, and then random you'll have an objective. So 1 point for no card with a value of 5. So let's just do a quick thumb through these. More objectives. So the game goes, you deal 13 cards to each person, and then they draft one, play it to either the left or right, pass the cards around. Next person drafts it, plays the left or right. Do this until all cards have been played, and then you figure out the scores. And like I said, a 2-player variant is you do that, but when you pass the hand, you're going to pass it to an empty player, and then take the other side, which will in the first round be 13 cards. So you're going to draft and play 26 cards in a 2-player version. But again, this is the basis of the game, just a bunch of cards. So even though it is basic, just colors and numbers, I do kind of like it. It is kind of visually like stunning, where it's just like the cool prints with the colors swirl in nice. So they did a good choice in the different patterns that they did on the cards. So that was Splito. I was the groom. This was a What's in the Box, and I am now going to go and put things back together that have been split. See you later.